What's going on, folks? Welcome back to We the Champs. You already know we in the building. We got Uncle D on the cast. We got J Boat,
Yeah.
my official co-host of We the Champs. You know how it is. We get into all the sports on the court, on the field, in the pool, on the mats, in the cage. We break it all down, all analyzation. Okay, we about to get into the mix, guys. But before we do, comment, like, subscribe, share. We the Champs. You can follow us on Instagram. That's _ We the Champs with the Z, not a S. All right. So this weekend, this last week, we had a lot of wild stuff go on. It was week 4 in the NFL. Some more blowouts, some surprises, and some more disappointments. Wah, wah, wah. And we had the college football. You already know college football is about to heat up to the max in these upcoming weeks. But first off, we're going to set it off in the NBA. So we had a big time trade happen this weekend. Uncle D, lead it off. What's going on?
Dame time finally went to Milwaukee. Everybody was surprised that he didn't end up in South Beach. But Dame Lillard, future Hall of Famer, traded to the Milwaukee Bucks, giving Giannis that running mate that he desperately was seeking, other than Chris Middleton. But like Dame is definitely a step up from Chris. And the Blazers receive. You got the rundown of everything that Portland received.
Yeah, so the Blazers got DeAndre Ayton, some guy named Tomani Camara.
Man, you ain't gotta say that man name.
Hey, bro, I'm thinking it's a prospect y'all might know, bro.
Know who that is.
And they got several picks, and then the Suns were part of the 3-team deal. Obviously, they received Grayson Allen, Ken Johnson, Nasir Little, and Yusuf Nurkic.
I mean,
wait, who they get? Johnson who?
Ken Johnson, Nasir Little, and Yusuf Nurkic.
So Nurkic and Nasir was a rotational player. He played at Carolina, so he's
I know. Yeah, no, Nasir. Yeah,
some length of backup KD, backup their wings, and then the biggest thing that Phoenix got was really get Ayton out of there, and then having somebody a big bruiser as a center. So set some screens, block some shots, doesn't need to score. So it's probably one of the first times I've seen a trade that big involving 3 teams where all 3 teams got better.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. So it's like, the narrative going with the Suns, it's like, oh yeah, this is ugly as hell. How you just gonna have 3 top tier scorers in Booker, Durant, and Bill, and it's like, oh damn, they lose Paul. They're so top heavy. It's like, how is this going to work? This is the same issue that they're going to have that they ran into through the playoffs. Now, do y'all feel like they got sufficient enough depth to run through the season and possibly make a deep postseason run?
For me, I feel like they're trying to be Golden State. So you trade out Nursa for Andrew Bogut. So they're trying to build their team the same way. They don't have a facilitator. True facilitator is going to be their biggest thing. So it's cool to put points up, but like I don't know,
it's cool
how they're going to move the ball or back people up. And then also, if you look at the 3 stars, all of them get hurt every season. I mean, I'm not saying that they're fragile or whatever, but every season they've all dealt with injuries between Book, KD, and like I can't even name it a full season that Bradley Beal's played in the last 3-4 years. So.
Yeah, KD too.
Yeah, they're always hurt, all of them. I mean,
they don't.
I feel like you can count on Book though. Like
you can count
as far as for health, I mean he does suffer from injuries. However, he's the most dependable. Now KD, his leg could blow up, and that shit just be. It's like damn. That's it right there.
Yeah, but still look at it like this. Book is still like 20, 26, 27, but he's still missing.
20. Yeah.
He's still missing 20 games a year, though, right now. I mean, already.
Yeah, they be missing time, yeah.
He misses time, too. So, if they all stay healthy, they should be a top 3 team in the West. But I still don't even put them over. They're nowhere close to being what Denver is right now.
It'll be interesting to see, like, because the NBA they have that new policy of resting players.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, are players going to be more eager to play, or
Hey,
like
I gotta
sometimes they could be like finessing, like they could be like, yeah, my leg don't feel too good today, so I ain't trying to play on no Wednesday. But with this new policy, now that Booker missed 20 games a year, maybe it's now like 10 or 12 or something like that. I don't know, just throwing that out there.
I got a quote from Kawhi Leonard.
Go ahead.
He said, Kawhi Leonard said, "There's no NBA policy that's going to help me play more NBA games." Period.
That's gangster.
Like, damn, bro.
The realest thing though is Book was really hurt.
That's what I'm saying.
He's really hurt. Those guys, I'm not taking anything away. Those dudes aren't load managing. And then even with Kawhi, I mean, I can make all my jokes about Kawhi, but like
he be hurt.
Like,
yeah, they be hurt.
Especially, it's mostly the knee, right, bro? It's knee injuries are serious, man. Those are tough.
I mean, look at it like this. He trying not to be like Brandon Roy. I mean,
but that's another thing. Like, they made this whole policy, but it'd be like I mean, most of the time these dudes be hurt. Like, they be hurt. They legit be hurt. But at the same time, that's why I say what I said earlier. Like, could they really be like, it's a little achy today, so you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, how much are they really like?
Exactly.
Gonna push this up,
juicing it.
Exactly.
I don't know. We'll see, man. We'll see. The litmus test will be Anthony Davis to see how many games AD played this season.
He said he want to play all 82.
Man.
But
I hope there's like a sports wager bet section for that, man. I'm definitely.
I'm going 60. I'm going
bro,
60 at the most. 60.
I'm betting everything I got.
But Jay, back on topic. Yeah, the Dame trade was awesome. I'm happy he went to the Milwaukee Bucks.
So I had mentioned the Bucks a long time ago, early in the summer. I'm like, dude, I'd like to see. I'm like, that's exactly what Giannis needs on that team. I'd love to see that happen. And then I said, I'm like, that's never going to happen. And like, this was just so surprising. And they were in the talks. So when it happened, it was still crazy, but it wasn't that like slapstick crazy because, it was already rumored. It was to the point where it was rumored.
They did it the right way. Nobody knew the Bucks was in the mix. There was real G's moving silence. You know what I'm saying? Nobody was reporting, the Milwaukee Bucks have been in conversation with the Suns, blah, blah, blah. Then boom, just happened out of nowhere.
I mean,
shout out to, that was dope. But I'm happy Portland got a lot out of this.
Portland did right, man.
Portland got a lot out of this. About fucking
Drew
time.
Holiday and flipping him too.
Yeah, let's start. So let's transition into the flip to the Boston Celtics now.
Man,
yeah, good trade.
So the
draft picks
had the best pick, had the best team going into that weekend. Everybody's like Boston. Then one day it flipped to Milwaukee. Then with the Drew trade, it basically flipped back to Boston, who has the best team on paper. Who actually defends Dame Lillard the best in the NBA?
Drew Holiday.
It's crazy thing. So it's a very interesting trade. So who plays better offense? Dame. Who plays better defense? Drew. So we'll see. What do you think?
I think it's just funny how they worked it around. I felt like they were going to move off Robert Williams pretty soon, especially with the addition of Porzingis, which people still are forgetting. Porzingis got added to the Celtics roster. So it's like Robert Williams' value definitely went down on the team. It's almost like that was almost like a damn straight up trade, Drew Holiday for Malcolm Brogdon in that case. And then the picks too. Portland, they're garnering a ton of picks to build their team for the future.
Ton of picks, couple players. I think we pulled Malcolm Brogdon out of that. We got DeAndre Ayton.
Yeah.
The people sleep on Ayton, like former number 1 pick. I mean, he averaged 18 and 11.
He's a solid big.
Shooting like 60% from the field.
Like the top 10 center list, DeAndre Ayton's gonna be
25 years old.
He's gonna be in there. Yeah.
Portland's probably gonna move on from Brogdon too. That's a pick. They're gonna end up moving him somewhere else.
I think so because Anthony and Scoot is definitely our backcourt.
100%. You said y'all. I forgot. Oh yeah, I forgot you. A Blazers fan since
only Blazers fan I know.
I'm just happy that we actually got like really good assets from this Dame trade. But my entire point is why we couldn't make like a move like that when we had the talent, when we had CJ Dame, Nurkic, when we had Rodney Hood, we had like wing defenders. Man. We had something. We was in the Western Conference Finals. We was in the Western Conference Finals.
Man. But look at look at what y'all traded though. You know, like look at what y'all had to give up to get this. You know what I'm saying?
We could have gave up. I would have gave up 5 straight years of first round draft picks. Honestly, I would have gave up Nurkic a while ago. I don't like Nurkic.
But nobody. So it took you giving up Dame to actually package giving up Nurkic. There's nobody. Like, I know what you're saying, but for what Portland had, Portland did the best with what they had to even try to get Dame. They couldn't get free agents. They couldn't get people coming out there to play with Dame. So they always paid Dame too. They always paid Dame. So
you know how I feel about this? We have a top 75. We had a top 75 player of all time, one that was like on par with Curry. Franchise player. He leads our points and assists, right, over Clyde Drexler. And what do we have to show for it? Nothing. We got Western Conference Finals appearance.
I got that.
We got swept. We got swept in the first round, and just a bunch of second, third. It's almost like we wasted his.
What Dame?
I'm just glad y'all finally freed that man.
We wasted his
$600 million while he was there. They ain't wasted that much, man. I don't feel that.
We could have at least got a finals appearance if they would.
It's hard, man. The finals appearance is tough.
But y'all are going up in the Western Conference that has
Golden
State Warriors and then the LA Lakers too. Like, even think about how good LA was those first 2 years with Bron and
Brian loved to play hard too. I can't stand when Brian come to Portland, man.
And think of how many. I mean, we spoke about this before. How many chances? Like, just think of how many great teams the Warriors just ruined. Just took their chances away. Yeah. I mean, and then who else? I mean, just think of how the Chicago Bulls back in the 90s ruined so many great teams' opportunities to make it to the championship. It's like these teams are great, but the Bulls and the Warriors are just this much greater.
But see, fans like now we're spoiled because if your favorite player doesn't get a ring, then everybody thinks less of their favorite player, and it shouldn't even be like that. You know what I'm saying? That doesn't take away Dame's greatness just because he doesn't have a ring.
He finna get one now, though. He finna get one now.
I mean, I hope so, man. Like him and Giannis.
I got them over the Celtics.
All right, question. I was about to get into this question.
What's up?
All right. The Bucks. What's your prediction? If the Bucks and the Celtics met in the Eastern Conference Finals, best out of 7 series, who you got right now?
Bucks.
Yeah, if you took it right now, who do you have?
I got Bucks in 7.
The Bucks. I got the Bucks in 7 as well.
The only way the Celtics, I mean, Jason Tatum and Brown, they're gonna have to step up because there's no excuse why they lost to Miami last year. They were the better team. I mean, you got Jason freaking Tatum, like 6'9". I mean, that's the perfect player, yo. Like, athlete, 6'9", can score at all 3 levels. Brown the same way. But like they lose games in the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, I'm gonna take the Bucks because y'all just don't know, bro. Dame's that dude, and now that Dame gonna be getting these open looks, Giannis is about to Giannis getting MVP.
And not nobody even talk about Chris Middleton. Chris Middleton was hurt last year. So look at it like this: in the playoffs, who has three of the best clutch players in the playoffs? Chris Middleton in the playoffs is clutch.
Right.
His game like elevates in that atmosphere.
Playoff, Middleton balls out.
That middle range, that mid.
Yeah. Giannis, playoffs.
Giannis is about to be a problem. Giannis gonna be 30 a game off like 70% field goal percentage.
He ain't gotta shoot no threes, man. He ain't gotta shoot threes anymore like he was doing the last few years.
It's about to be straight dunks and
just bang in the paint.
Giannis.
Your center is Brook Lopez, like one of the best defensive players in the league and one of the best catch and shoot big men in the history of the league. So I still got Milwaukee. I mean, I'm saying Porzingis, nice, but
he overrated to me.
Man, Porzingis is nice. We forgot about Porzingis, but you still have Lopez. He's got to match up with Lopez or Giannis, and I'm taking those two in that matchup.
You don't want Giannis.
And then, two Boston Celtics superstars. They haven't really shown me much in the playoffs, man.
They don't. They be shrinking.
Like Tatum and Brown. Not to say that they're not like great future Hall of Fame players, but they haven't had a playoffs where you're like those dudes just balled out.
They be shrinking.
True.
Yeah.
True.
Playoffs. So
shoot. Good stuff, fellas. But let's roll into this college football. But yeah, that is like one of the more dynamic offseason trades we've seen in recent history for sure. All right.
Dollar.
Yes, sir. Okay. Time for some college football time.